Hello, today I'll be reviewing Hobbs and Shaw. This is my second ever movie review on this channel. My other movie review was for Bumblebee, so if you haven't seen that, make sure to check it out. But I'll be going at this review raw. I don't have any notes or anything, so I will be going at this raw. So please forgive me if this review feels too scattered or anything. But before we get started, I do want to give you my brief thoughts on the previous films in the franchise, since this is my first time covering something from this franchise on my channel. So I love the first one. I also really love the second one too. Then you have Tokyo Drift, which I don't love, but I do like it. I think it's a fun popcorn movie, if you know what I mean, and I think there are some enjoyable moments, such as with some of the action sequences. But overall, I do like Tokyo Drift. Then you have the fourth and the fifth one, which are not some of my favorites, but I do like them. Then you have the sixth and the seventh one that I do like. It's been a while since I've watched them, so I should consider going back and watching them just to see if my views or opinions would change or anything on certain aspects of those films, but I do like the sixth and the seventh one. Then you have the eighth one, Fate of the Furious, which I didn't love, but I did like it. There are some memorable moments in terms of action sequences, such as with the tank, I believe, but I do like Fate of the Furious overall, and it is a movie that I should consider going back to again just to see if my thoughts would change or anything. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Hobbs and Shaw. So in my opinion, the best part of this movie is the chemistry between Hobbs and Shaw, just from the bickering to from the jokes too, and there are some dick jokes, of course, and just to see the evolution of the chemistry is definitely kind of interesting. And eventually seeing them set aside their differences in order to work together effectively is also kind of interesting too. But also, Idris Elba as the villain. I liked him as the villain. Now, in my opinion, this villain could have been really, really corny or really, really cheesy, however you want to say it, if it was played by some other actor. But I thought Idris Elba was good as this villain, and I would definitely be interested in seeing Idris Elba play more villains or bad guys. But now the plot, a little ridiculous, but you have to keep in mind that it is a Fast and the Furious spin-off, so you have to understand what you're going in for, but also I thought the soundtrack suited the film well in terms of its style. The soundtrack was kind of what I expected, to be honest, and also I enjoyed the action sequences overall. There are a few action sequences that might feel samey to maybe some people. It might depend on the person, but I did like the action sequences overall in this film. And then you have the runtime, which I've seen some reviews that kind of critiqued the runtime, saying that if the film feels too long or you can really feel the runtime. But for me, I didn't feel the runtime too much. There might have been one or two moments where I kind of felt it, but the movie didn't feel too long to me personally. But also the film brings back the theme of family. And I didn't see that coming until later on. I didn't expect that when I first saw the first few trailers, but later on I started to get the thought that they might bring this theme back again, since that is a common theme in the franchise. But I thought this theme was decently utilized in this film overall. But overall, if I had to rate this movie, I'd have to give it probably an 8.5 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. Sure, it's not a masterpiece of cinema. Sure, it's not a perfect film or anything, but I did enjoy it overall. It had some good action. I liked some of the characters. There was a lot that I enjoyed about this movie. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on this film if you've seen it already. Even let me know your thoughts on the previous films in the franchise and all that good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and a like. Subscribe. Have a nice day and take care.